The Republican Party is at war with itself. Nowhere is this more evident than in Virginia's upcoming congressional primary. The battle lines are drawn between incumbent Representative Bob Good and challenger State Senator Bryce Reeves. This contest embodies the larger struggle within the GOP, a clash between the populist, Trump-aligned wing and the more traditional establishment faction. Virginia, once reliably red, is now a swing state. The outcome of this primary could foreshadow the Republican Party's fate in the 2024 election and beyond. The stakes are high for both sides. Good, a staunch conservative, is a vocal supporter of former President Donald Trump and his policies. He rode the wave of Trump's popularity to victory in 2020. Reeves, a more moderate Republican, represents a district that has been trending blue in recent years. He is campaigning on a platform of fiscal responsibility and limited government. The primary battle is fierce, with both candidates accusing the other of being out of touch with the values of Virginia Republicans. This intra-party fight is not unique to Virginia. Across the country, similar battles are playing out. The Republican Party is grappling with its identity in the wake of Trump's presidency. The outcome of these primaries will determine the direction of the party for years to come. Will the GOP embrace Trumpism or chart a new course? The answer may lie in the heart of Virginia's battleground. This primary fight is about more than just one congressional seat. It's about the soul of the Republican Party. Bob Good and Bryce McGuire represent two distinct strands of Republican ideology. Their backgrounds and policy positions highlight the growing chasm within the party. Good, a former Liberty University athletics official, is a social conservative who champions a hardline stance on issues like abortion and gun control. He is a staunch supporter of Trump's America First agenda and echoes his claims of election fraud. McGuire, a former Navy SEAL, presents a more moderate image. He focuses on issues like veterans affairs, national security, and economic growth. While aligning himself with traditional conservative values, he avoids the fiery rhetoric that defines Good's approach. This contrast underscores the fundamental dilemma facing the Republican Party: appeal to the energized but often divisive Trump base or court-moderate voters who are turned off by extremism. The candidates' differences are not just ideological. Their campaigns reflect the broader struggle within the GOP. Good relies heavily on grassroots support, often appearing at rallies alongside fervent Trump loyalists. His rhetoric is combative, portraying himself as a warrior against the radical left and the deep state. This approach resonates with a segment of the Republican base that feels increasingly alienated from the political establishment. McGuire, on the other hand, runs a more traditional campaign, seeking endorsements from party leaders and focusing on fundraising from established donors. His message emphasizes unity and bipartisanship, a stark contrast to Good's more confrontational style. The contrasting styles of Good and McGuire embody the internal struggle of the Republican Party. The Republican Party is facing an identity crisis. The rise of Donald Trump and the subsequent fragmentation of the party's base have left the GOP grappling with its future. The traditional coalition of fiscal conservatives, social conservatives, and national security hawks has fractured. The party's base is now deeply divided between those who remain loyal to Trump and his brand of populism and those who are eager to move on. This division is evident in the Virginia congressional primary. Good's candidacy is a testament to the enduring power of Trumpism. He appeals to voters who are drawn to Trump's message of economic nationalism, cultural conservatism, and distrust of the political establishment. These voters see Good as a fighter who will stand up for their values and challenge the status quo. McGuire, on the other hand, represents the wing of the party that is wary of Trump's legacy. These Republicans believe that Trump's divisive rhetoric and chaotic governing style have damaged the GOP brand. They are looking for leaders who can restore a sense of normalcy and civility to American politics while upholding conservative principles. The Virginia primary is a microcosm of the larger battle for the soul of the Republican Party. The outcome of this race will offer clues about the direction the GOP will take in the years to come. Beyond the primary national implications and the 2024 election, the Virginia congressional primary has ramifications far beyond the borders of the Commonwealth. The outcome of this race could have significant implications for the 2024 presidential election and the future of the Republican Party. A good victory would be seen as a validation of Trump's continued hold on the GOP base. It would embolden other Trump-aligned candidates across the country and increase the likelihood of a Trumpist figure securing the Republican presidential nomination. This would likely result in a highly polarized general election, with the Republican nominee facing an uphill battle in swing states with large moderate voter populations. A McGuire victory, on the other hand, could signal a shift away from Trumpism within the Republican Party. It would suggest that a significant portion of the GOP base is ready to move on from Trump and embrace a more traditional, less combative brand of conservatism. This could create an opening for a more moderate Republican to win the party's presidential nomination in 2024, potentially increasing the GOP's chances of winning back the White House. The Virginia primary is a key battleground in the fight for the future of the Republican Party. The future of the GOP: unity or fracture? The Republican Party stands at a crossroads. The outcome of the Virginia congressional primary and other similar races across the country will determine whether the GOP can heal its internal divisions and emerge as a united force in American politics. The party must grapple with fundamental questions about its identity and direction. Will it continue down the path of Trumpism, embracing populism and cultural grievance? Or will it seek to broaden its appeal by embracing a more inclusive message and focusing on issues like economic opportunity and national security? The answer to this question will have profound consequences for the future of American democracy. A fractured and deeply divided Republican Party is unlikely to be an effective governing partner in a two-party system. It could lead to further gridlock and dysfunction in Washington, making it even more difficult to address the pressing challenges facing the nation. On the other hand, a Republican Party that can bridge its internal divides and embrace a more unifying message could play a constructive role in American politics. The Virginia congressional primary is a microcosm of the challenges and opportunities facing the Republican Party. The outcome of this race will be a key indicator of the party's future direction.